Somewhere in the water behind me, at the bottom of Bristol's floating harbour, is the battered and graffitied statue of slave trader Edward Colston. It was during a massive anti-racism demonstration at the weekend. It was torn down by protesters and then rolled through the city centre, past the closed bars and restaurants lining the docks here, and dumped in the water as people cheered. Now, this is near to the spot where in the 1700s ships set sail from Bristol and went to Africa to transport people to the Caribbean and the Americas as slaves, a trade which made Colston a very rich man. Now, the Mayor of Bristol, Marvin Rees, is the UK's first directly elected black mayor. He says he can't condone criminal damage, but he admits the presence of the 125-year-old statue in the middle of his city was a personal affront to him.
As the descendant of enslaved Jamaicans, enslaved Africans, I have no love lost for the statue, and I can't pretend otherwise. At the same time, I've been clear that criminal damage isn't something that I can condone and is acceptable in the city. And I've also shared my concerns that what does come next is the implications of mass gathering for, the risk we face of a second COVID wave now in the city as well, which will have a disproportionate impact on black and brown people. So I have a number of concerns, but again, those are true, but we need to recognise and seek to understand what happened yesterday. And what we saw was a number of Bristolians who wanted to get rid of a statue to a slaver that stood in the middle of the city and represented some of the worst aspects of our city.
Mr. Rees has confirmed it will be fished out of the water, and it's likely it will end up in a museum.
We'll go and retrieve the statue at some point, and probably more than likely take it to one of the museums, where, again, in museums is where we understand history. It tells us story, gives us the opportunity to interact with history and grapple with it, and we'll put it in a place where we can understand the statue, understand what it meant in its time when it was on the plinth, and understand what happened around it. Now, grappling with history like that does not mean you support or oppose the events. But grappling with history is what we should just do. So we're better informed, as we go forward to build our future.
I was shocked, but on reflection, I just think it was sort of inevitable. I think it's really sad that it had to happen this way. But I don't think the council would ever take it down themselves. I think it needed to. I mean, it is a thing of vandalism, but I feel like it wouldn't happen any other way.
I think good. I think, yeah, it's a long time coming. There's been petitions going around for a long time about it. It's clear that it needed to be put into a different context, a museum. Yeah, people's argument is you're getting rid of history, but actually you're rewriting history and you're, changing things, so.